Mm. Mm. Okay, here we go. Paul, I'm gonna go. Do you want to come? Should we just do a road trip together? I'm gonna do it too. That's what I said. I'm like, this sounds therapeutic. See, just love having you here. Katie doesn't like yoga anymore, just so you know. She doesn't like yoga. Hi. Hey, my friends. Welcome. Happy Thursday. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. Special announcements. Let me think. I have my frequency class, my once per month offering this Saturday, 7 to 9 p.m. It is breath work and sound. So no yoga, just breathing and then sound. Um, yeah, I think it's a really cool experience. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And then have a couple of retreats on the docket if you're interested. I have Sedona in October and then Bryan Head in December. So that's kind of a really accessible one. And then San Pancho, Mexico in January. And that one already is almost sold out. There's one more room left and it's a bunk room. There's two bunks, so it's a quad. Yeah, so if you're interested, there's flyers out on the desk for that one. All the rest are on my website. Um, Other than that, I think let's just do some yogs. Okay, so let's start in a comfortable seat. And you're welcome to sit up on top of a prop. You're welcome to sit on your sit bones, whatever feels best. And you're also welcome to move a little before settling into stillness. So I think it just feels good to move my body a little bit in the morning. I'm gonna stretch around, notice how I feel, and then eventually settle into my meditation. So feel free to take your time, but eventually just settle in. You can place your hands in your lap. You can bring your hands to your heart. You can bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. And either close your eyes or lower your gaze. If you like to keep your eyes open, see if you can just gaze down at the tip of your nose. And then just take these first couple moments to really fully transition yourself into this space. So everything in your life, everything you've got going later, everything that happened earlier this morning, yesterday, all of that right now, just let it fall away. Just feel yourself on your mat. Feel your breath, connect to your breath, the rise and the fall, the expansion and contraction. Notice physically, is there anywhere you're tensing up as you sit here that you don't need to be? So sometimes I notice I'm tense through my forehead or my eyebrows. Sometimes I'm clenching my jaw just a little bit. So see if just by tuning in a little more, you can find some softness. And the next time you inhale, fill up as big as you can. And take a moment to pause in fullness. And as you hold your breath, keep holding, but see if you can relax around it just a little bit, soften. And then big sigh, let it go out your mouth. Yes. Couple more just like that. Great big inhale, fill up. As full as you can become, hold. And this time, see if there's an extra sip you can find at the top. Open your mouth and sigh. So good. Do that one more time. So biggest inhale you've taken all morning. Fill up and hold. Let that breath circulate around inside of you, all the little spaces. Take an extra sip or even two this time. And then sigh it out, let it go. Nice job. So seal your lips now and start to cultivate Ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. And the inhale, it's like you're taking a really, really slow, deep gasp, slow motion gasp. It's like you're humming, but without using your actual voice. You're humming on the inside. Sometimes it helps me as well with my exhale. I just think about fogging up a window and you're literally just sealing your lips over that. So you're starting to build a little bit of heat inside your body just by breathing in this way. As you connect to Ujjayi, start to move through your torso. So inhale, seated cow pose, your heart comes forward. And then over to one side, we're taking circles with our torso. As you exhale, pull back, hollowing out through your belly. And then over to the other side and forward once again. So just continue these at your own pace with your own breath. You can move really slow like I'm doing, or if you want to speed it up, you're welcome to. If there are places that feel especially tight or stiff and you want to stay there for a moment, feel free. And then at some point, start to reverse your circles. Take them in the opposite direction. And just feel into your spine, the flexibility of your spine. You can even imagine it like a rubber band. And see how it can move and just mindfully explore the mobility through your lower, mid, and upper back with these circles. Even feeling into your side bodies. And then eventually, let's take this onto our hands and our knees. So whenever you are ready, no rush. Just come forward to hands and knees. And in a similar way, start to circle around. So take your hips all the way back, all the way over to one side, and forward as much as feels good, over to the other side, and then back again. So big circles with your hips, feeling into, once again, your spinal column, your front body, back body, side bodies. Yeah, and then maybe reversing these circles. You could even play around with some figure eights if you want to. Good job, everybody. All right, and then as you're ready, my friends, we'll meet back in a downward facing dog. So please take your time. Eventually, downward facing dog is our destination. Big deep breaths in your down dog. You can pedal out your heels, shift your weight from side to side. Give your head a little shake or a little nod. Your shoulders, Diane. So feel into your down dog, maybe even as if it's the first time you've ever been here. So rather than tuning out because you think you know this pose like the back of your hand, instead tune in and see what you can find today. What would it feel like if you widened your hands a little bit? Give your shoulders a little more space. What would it feel like if you bent your knees a little more? So just getting curious and figuring out, is there a way I could be a little more efficient in my own body? Is there a way I could effort less to actually achieve more and get more out of the pose? Take one more big inhalation, lift your hips really high, push the ground away. And then as you exhale, look forward and however you like to get there, top of your space, forward fold. Halfway lift. Once you've arrived, breathe in and lengthen. Good. Exhale, bow, release. Do that once more. Inhale to your halfway lift. Beautiful. Good, Kirsten. Exhale, fold. And then this time, come through your halfway lift. Keep rising. Arms overhead. Hands to heart as you exhale. All right, flowing with breath. Inhale, reach up, high mountain pose. Bend in the knees might be super helpful. Hinge at your hips, stick your butt out, and dive down into your fold. Very nice, my friends. Halfway lift position, inhale. Back of your neck long, so gaze down rather than forward. Exhale, fold, let it go. And then from the press of your feet, see if you can lead with your heart. Come through your halfway lift and all the way up. Inhale, reach, stretch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Very nice. One more like that. Inhale, high mountain. Think of it as a moving meditation, invitation to close your eyes as you take your dive down. So feel your body from the inside. Use your proprioception. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Get all the rounding out of your back. Stick your butt out a lot. And exhale, fold. Nice, Jane. Press into your feet and rise back up. Arms overhead as you breathe in. Beautiful. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, this time inhale, reach up and stretch. And then as you exhale, chair pose. So sit back, weight in your heels. Feel your quads start to fire up as you sit low. Yes. See if you can pick up your toes, nice rows, and spread them apart, wiggle them around. Now notice as you're sticking your butt out behind you, are you letting go through your belly? Draw your belly button in and up, or back and up, I should say. So back towards your spine, and find a tone through your belly. Even imagine you're squeezing through your glute muscles and see if you can feel that strength that brings to the center of your body as you're sitting back. One more round. Good job. Very nice. Awesome, Nan. Let it all go. Forward fold. Halfway lift position with your inhalation. So stick your butt out, press back through the tops of your thighs, broaden your sit bones. Exhale, plant your hands this time, feet back, plank position. So top of your push-up, spread your fingers super wide and actively push into the ground. So feel your strong arms. Take little baby rocks forward and back like you're sawing through a piece of wood with your body. So nice, you guys. Good awareness. Draw your belly button in and up a lot so you feel your connection to your center. You can come to your knees if you want to modify at any time. Next, inhale, little rock forward, surround your tippy toes. And then exhale. Lower just a couple inches down. Bend your elbows a little bit. Try not to let your belly drop. Don't let your shoulders roll forward. Inhale, push back up. Straighten out your arms. And then exhale, just like that. A little bit lower this time. 2 or 3 inches down. Yes. Inhale, push back up. And then this time, chaturanga hold. So go halfway down. Strong shoulders, strong belly. Amazing. Inhale, push up. Very good. Slowly all the way to your belly this time. Let's find a Sphinx pose today. So bring your forearms to the ground in front of you. Your elbows are underneath your shoulders. Your forearms are parallel. Press firmly through your forearms and energetically try to pull back with your arms. Now engage through your lowest, deepest abdominals. So rather than feeling like you're pressing your belly down, draw your belly button in and up and reach your tailbone down towards your heels. Feel the traction in your back. Take one more big inhale, reach your tailbone down towards your heels, tone your belly, pull back with your forearms, and then exhale, let it go. Find your way up to downward facing dog. So up and back, however you like to get there. And then Ujjayi breath, reconnect if you've lost it. Big and spacious, slow and steady. Your own internal rhythm. Very nice, everybody. Inhale, take your right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee towards your nose. Keep your hips high. Step your right foot forward, low lunge. Good. Today we're going to bring our back knee down. So back knee comes down gently. If you need extra cushion, fold over the side of your mat, or you can put something under your knee, of course. Oops. Bring your hands up to your front thigh. If you have a really short stance, it's going to be hard to go anywhere. You won't have space. So you may want to walk your front foot forward so you have plenty of room to move into this. And then start to work your hips forward and down, but really push down with your right heel and try to pull your right heel back and up towards your right butt cheek. Draw your belly button in and up. Find that little brace around your middle. So you should feel nice and strong and supported here, even as you let your hips melt forward and down. Puff up through your heart. Feel that tone in your belly. Stay where you are at, or take your left arm to the sky. So feel that length now all the way down your left side. Stay where you are at, or bring your right arm to the sky. Tone your belly, press down through your right heel, and energetically try to pull your right heel back and up towards your butt cheek. See if you can reach a little higher, or just take your gaze up, puff up your heart. One more in-breath. Nice job. Exhale, hands come down. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, root through your right foot, standing splits, left leg to the sky. So think of this as just a one-legged forward fold. Nice job. Make your left toes, the ones that are in the air, make them active. Spread them apart, wiggle them around. Relax and soften through your facial muscles. Nice, Abby. Take one more inhale in your standing split. Maybe lift a little bit higher. Good, Marriott. Exhale, forward fold, top of your mat. Set your left foot down. You can give your right leg a little shaky shake if it wants. Halfway lift position, inhale. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet, take it all the way up. Arms overhead as you breathe in. Hands to heart as you breathe out. All right, inhale, arms reach. And as you exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down. Shoulder blades hug your spine. Try not to lock out your elbows. If it is available, reach your hands back away from your body. And then we're going to keep our hands clasped. This will feel a little bit awkward. Sit back into a chair pose with your fingers interlaced behind you. Notice if you're flaring your ribs forward and letting go through your belly, draw navel to spine. Feel, once again, that brace around your middle. So what I keep talking about, it's your transverse abdominis. So it holds everything in place. And really, if you can learn how to engage this, it will do so much for the health of your spine. Take one more deep breath, maybe sit a little lower. Keep your hands clasped, and at the bottom of your exhalation, fold forward. So crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky, and lift your knuckles as high as they will go. See if you can work the opening in the front of your shoulders just a little bit more. Saw through your face. Relax your neck. So if you need to, please bend your knees more to relax your neck more. One more in-breath. Good, CC. Exhale, hands to low back, then release your clasp. Let your arms come down and dangle. You can give them a little shaky shake if you want. Halfway lift position, breathe in. Plant your hands, feet back, plank position. Once again, like we did before, inhale, rock forward. Lower just a little bit, 1 or 2 inches. You can come to your knees if you want. Inhale, straighten your arms and push back up. Exhale a little bit lower, so a little rock forward, lower 2 or 3 inches. Awesome, Andrea. Inhale, push back up. And then last one, exhale into your chaturanga hold. Try not to let your shoulders roll forward. Don't let your belly sink. Inhale, push up, and then slow motion, one strong straight line all the way to your belly. I know it's a lot, you guys. Once you're on your belly, we'll take Spider-Man Cobra this time. So hands out nice and wide, fingertips on the ground, elbows face the sky. Lift your heart. Beautiful, nice release. And as you exhale, twist to your right side, dip your left shoulder down. Beautiful. Back through center, tone your belly, navel to spine as you lift. Exhale, twist. Good. Inhale, center, press through your pelvis and your shoelaces, draw navel to spine. Exhale, let it go. However you would like to get there, downward facing dog. Yeah, and if you want another round, a lot of you are looking like you want another round, go for it. Eventually, down dog, Ujjayi breath, fire it up. All right, from your down dog, inhale, take your left leg to the sky. Beautiful. Keep your hips high. Use your strong core. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Low lunge. Nice, Paul. Bring your back knee down gently. So if it helps, or if you need extra cushion, just fold over the side of your mat. Bring your hands to your front thigh. Remember, if you have a really short stance, you'll have nowhere to go. You'll be stuck. So you may walk your front foot a little further forward and then start to melt your hips forward and down. But rather than just thinking of being really stretchy, 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 also find strength. So press down through your left heel and energetically try to pull your left heel back and up towards your left butt cheek. Draw your belly button in and up. Find your transverse abdominis engagement. Breathe, puff up through your heart, maybe gaze up. You are more than welcome to keep your hands on your thigh for support or invitation to take your right arm to the sky this time. So reach and lengthen through your entire right side. Keep working your left butt cheek forward and down. Keep pulling your left heel back and up. Stay here or take your left arm to the sky as well. Anjaneyasana, tone your belly, puff up your chest. Take one more in-breath wherever you are at. Good job. Hands to the ground. Exhale. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and then root into your left foot. Standing splits, one-legged forward fold. Relax your neck just like you would do in a forward fold. So good. Hug in with your left inner thigh. Hands are just there to help with balance, so not a lot of weight in your hands. Make sure your breath is moving through you. Send your breath all the way up into your right toes. See if you can wiggle them around, spread them apart. Take one more inhale. Good job. Forward fold. Nice, Jen. Top of your space. Set your right foot down. Give your left leg a little shaky shake if it wants. Next time you breathe in, halfway lift, realign. Exhale, fold, let it go. Root through your feet and rise all the way up. Inhale your arms overhead. Hands to your heart center. Exhale. All right, inhale, reach up. And then exhale, bring your hands behind your back. This time as if you are about to put them into your back pockets. If this bothers your wrists, you could take fists. You could wrap your fingers around your waist, thumbs face in. So whatever works best for you. And then imagine you're squeezing an invisible yoga block with your inner thighs. So hug in with your inner thighs. Press your hips forward, but then press your hips back into your hands. So as you're pressing your hands into your hips press back into your hands. You feel a tone of your lowest, deepest abdominals. You feel a tone of your butt. Puff up your heart. Tilt your chin up. Don't collapse your head back. Think of really lifting through your heart. Even imagine a rope attached to your sternum pulling up. Hug in with your inner thighs. Press hands into hips, hips back into hands. One more breath in this standing back bend. And then try to lead with your heart rather than your head. Come back through center, neutral. If you want to, you can take your arms to the sky. And then we're going to sit back. So bend your knees, bring your hands to your thighs. Bring your feet at least hips-width distance apart, maybe a little wider. And I like to wrap my fingers in. We're going to take 3 rounds of what's called Uddiyana Bandha or Agni Sara breath. So I'm going to show you first, and then we'll do 3 together. So it will look like this. We'll inhale, standing cow. And then exhale, really strong exhale through our teeth like this. All the way to empty. Draw your belly button in and up. You can either hold there, Uddiyana Bandha, or Agni Sara like a belly dancer. Hold empty and do little pulses, something like this. And then when you can't hold empty anymore, let your belly go. Inhale, next round. All right, here we go, my friends. With your next inhalation, stick your butt out, lift your heart. And then strong exhale through your teeth. Shh. All the way to empty. Draw your belly button back and up. Hold, 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 or pulse, pulse, pulse. Fast or slow. When you cannot hold empty anymore, so you're holding empty as you pulse, then let your belly go, take your inhale. Go at your own pace. Holding empty, you can pulse. You're not breathing as you pulse. You're holding your emptiness, holding that exhale. Yes. 3 rounds on your own. After you've taken your 3 rounds, please no rush. You'll inhale into your standing cow and exhale into a forward fold. And once you're in your forward fold, reconnect to your Ujjayi breath. Good. So Ujjayi breath, slow and steady. And just notice how you feel after 3 breaths. A very simple breath exercise. Anything shift in your energy? Is there anything you're noticing now? Maybe you're more connected to your core. You feel more awareness in your center. Next time you inhale, halfway lift position, realign your spine. Plant your hands, feet back, plank pose. Pause here and roll onto the outer edge of your right foot. So Vashisthasana, side plank. You can also modify by bringing your right knee down or your right forearm down if you're taking care of your wrist. Lift your hips really, really high. So the higher you can get your hips, the less weight you will have in your wrist and your shoulder, the more you will hold yourself with your right side abdominals, those oblique muscles. Option to reach your left arm forward, lengthen through your left side. Yes, amazing. Beautiful poses. Maybe even float your left leg up and see if you can lift your hips even higher as you do so. Take one more big, huge full body breath. Awesome, Jen. Slow motion. Awesome, Diane. Plank or modified. Top of your push-up. Find your strength. Inhale and push the ground away. And then slowly lower. Strong straight line to your belly. Nice abs. We're going to stay low. Baby cobra. So use your back strength to lift you up, not your arm strength. Press down through your shoelaces and your pelvis. Draw your belly button in and up, not pressing your belly down. Draw navel to spine. Feel your core engage. Try not to lift your legs. Lift your hands and reach them back. So I know your legs want to lift. Try to do this with the strength in your back, not the strength in your glutes. So as soon as your legs lift, your glutes kind of take over. Use your back strength. Press down through your shoelaces and your pelvis. Lift, lift, lift through your heart. Back of your neck is long, so your gaze might be slightly down. One more inhale. Yay, good job. Let it go. Oh. Might feel good to kind of rock your hips side to side. Might feel good to give yourself a little windshield wiper, a couple windshield wipers with your shins. And then eventually, no rush, downward facing dog. However you'd like to transition. All right, from your down dog, inhale, take your right leg to the sky. Let's peel our hip open. So bend your right knee, reach it out and up. Hug in with your left inner thigh. Lift from your center. So both hands are still rooted, both shoulders are still strong. You're creating this movement from your right hip joint, squeezing through your medial glute, your outer right butt cheek. Take one more inhale, maybe lift your knee a little higher. Stay if you want, or exhale, right knee, left elbow, as close as you can come. Yes, inhale back up, see if you can open your hip again. So learn to articulate through your hip joint, feel it. Exhale, right knee, right armpit, aim high. Add a little push-up if you want, bend your elbows a bit, don't let your butt drop. Inhale back up, three-legged. Open your hip one last time. And then everybody knee towards your nose. Keep your hips high, step forward softly. All right, this time we'll take it up to a crescent lunge. So high on the ball of your back foot. Hips are square. Rather than feeling like you're sinking into your lunge, find your nice long stance. And then rather than sinking into it, hug in. So front hip pulls back hip pulls forward. And you feel really strong and sturdy in your legs. So we're not necessarily going for depth, as deep as we can go in our lunge. We're finding that balance of effort and ease, softness and strength, mobility, flexibility with stability. Take one more inhale, maybe take your gaze up or puff up your chest. And then as you exhale, my friends, bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down. If it is available, start to reach your hands back. You can stay here or bend your back knee to a hover or even set your back knee down. Lift your heart, tilt your chin up. Don't collapse your head back. Think of strength in the sides of your neck. Lift, lift, lift through your chest. Yes. Take one more big deep breath here. Bottom of your exhale, come back to a crescent lunge. So release your clasp, arms reach up. If you want, you can even straighten both legs. Might feel good. Bring your hands to the earth. Bring your hands to the inside of your right foot. Walk your right foot out nice and wide. And then for today, invitation to keep your hips lifted and see if you can lower your heart closer to the ground. So maybe coming down to one or both forearms, maybe just walking your hands forward a little bit. Hips lift up, heart melts down. You can pivot your right toes out to the right if that feels a little better. You can bring your back knee down if that feels better. In this pose, it's intense. So be with that, knowing that it's only temporary. Breathe into it. Send your breath wherever your body is feeling it the most. Take just about 3 more rounds here. You're doing great. Next time you breathe in, fill up as big as you can and hold. And then take an extra little sip of air, send it down into your hips. Open mouth sigh. Ah, so nice. All right. Lift back up to the palms of your hands if you're not already there. And then pick your back knee up if it happens to be on the ground. Now listen, work your right foot all the way to the back of your mat so you're in a plank position. Now from your strong plank pose, one arm at a time, come to your forearms, forearm plank. So strong through your shoulders. If you can, make a number 11 on the ground with your forearms. Spread your fingers and press down, especially through thumbs and index. If you want to modify, make a tripod with your hands instead. Elbows no wider than shoulders. Draw your belly button in and up. Keep pushing the ground away through the belly of your forearms. Now try not to let your elbows drift apart. Dolphin pose. Walk your toes in, lift your hips up. So keep hugging in through your upper arms. Keep pressing down through the belly of your forearms. Yes, think one day, hips stack over shoulders. Press your heart back. Stay where you are at or right leg to the sky. Use your right leg to lift you up out of your upper body. You can take little hops if you want to. Just about 2 more deep breaths. Big, spacious, powerful, strong. Use your breath to support you from the inside. Last round. So good, everybody. Right foot down, knees down. And then listen, keep your toes curled under. Sit back onto your heels for screaming toe pose. So knees are about hips width distance apart. If this feels like way too much on your feet, you can bring your hands to a block or to the ground in front of you and kind of lift your hips, take some weight off whenever you need. If you are able, sit back. Hug in with your inner heels. So they're not touching, but they're hugging in. They're not drifting apart. And just be here for about 5 rounds. Screaming toe pose is so good for our plantar fascia, the soft tissue at the soles of our feet. So if it is screaming at you, send your breath to it. All the way down into the soles of your feet. Soften around it. If there's anything you want to do with your arms, with your shoulders, with your head, feel free. Explore through your upper body if you'd like. Just a few more rounds. Big, deep breaths, open mouth sighs at any time. Good job. One last round. And then let's come forward. Tabletop, untuck your toes, give your feet a little pitter-patter tap. And then when you are ready, downward facing dog. And as you move into down dog, feel all that new aliveness and new awareness in your toes. All right, my friends, great big inhale as you push the ground away. Exhale, look to the top of your mat, step or float forward, fold. Once you have arrived, find your halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, bow, let it go. Root through your feet and take it all the way up. Big stretch at the top as you inhale. And hands to heart center, exhale. All right, inhale, high mountain. Baby back bend. Exhale, cactus your arms. See if you can feel it come from mid and upper back. Hugging with inner thighs as you press your hips forward. Inhale, realign, reach up. See if you can find neutral pelvis, neutral spine for just a moment. And then stick your butt out, hinge at your hips, take it all the way down and fold. Beautiful awareness. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank pose, pause. Vashisthasana, left hand is your base. So roll onto the baby toe edge of your left foot, side plank. If you want to modify, left knee could come down. Also left forearm could come down if you're taking care of your wrist. Lift your hips really, really high. The higher you can get your hips, the less weight you will be holding in your shoulder and your wrist. So use your strong left side abdominals. Maybe you reach your right arm towards me, towards the front wall. Feel the length in your right side. Awesome. Maybe you float your right leg up, lift your hips even higher. Give it one last huge full body breath, your personal fullest expression. Nice, Nan. And then slow motion, plank or modified. Good, Lise. Inhale at the top of your push-up. Find your strength. Push the ground away. Strong straight line all the way down. Staying low once again, baby cobra. So lifting with your back strength. Press down through your pelvis and your shoelaces. Draw your belly button in and up so you feel a tone in your belly rather than feeling like you're sinking into your low back. Now, go ahead and float your hands up, reach your hands back. This time, go ahead and float your feet up, reach your toes back, but try not to widen your legs. Keep hugging in towards midline. If you would like, option to interlace your fingers and then use your big, huge knuckle fist to lift your upper body a little higher, to open your heart a little more. So good. Take one more inhale, lift, lift, lift. Nice, Kirsten, and release, let it go. Rest down for just a moment. Yeah, you can rock your hips side to side, windshield wiper your shins. Breathe down into your low back. And just in your next 4 or 5 breaths, however you'd like to get there. See you in downward facing dog. All right, Ujjayi breath in your downward facing dog. Next time you breathe in, extend your left leg to the sky. And then peel your left hip open. So bend your left knee, reach your left knee out and up. See if you can feel your outer left butt cheek squeezing. So it's not your glute max, it's your glute med. It's the outside of your left glute. You should feel it squeezing to create this opening in your hip rather than this opening coming from your shoulders or coming from you leaning into your right hand. So everything else should be strong and sturdy as you open your hip. Take one more inhale. Exhale, stay if you want, or left knee, right elbow, little twist, get as close as possible. Inhale, take it back up, open your hip again. Squeeze your medial glute. Exhale, left knee, left armpit as high as you can get. Maybe even bend your elbows out a little push up. Don't let your butt sink. Inhale, 3-legged, open your hip one last time. And then everybody, knee to your nose or towards your nose. Keep your hips super high in the air and then step through softly. Rise slowly, crescent lunge. Strong, powerful leg. So hugging in towards midline is always how you're gonna find your strong structures, how you find your center. So if you can find your center in every pose is gonna feel just a little sturdier. You're gonna feel a little more connected, a little more aligned. So find your center here, navel to spine, pull front hip back, back hip forward. Beautiful job. One more big inhale, maybe gaze up or reach a little higher. As you exhale, bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Invitation, just for funsies, switch it one finger over so it will feel a little bit weird and awkward. That's what we're doing because we're in yoga, so see if you can be with that. Roll your shoulders back and down, reach your hands back if you can. Try not to hyperextend through your elbows. Option to bend your back knee to a hover or even set your back knee gently on the ground. Rather than leaning back and sinking into your low back, puff up your chest and curl open. Tilt your chin up. Lift your sternum up. That invisible rope attached to your sternum pulls towards the sky. One last round. Good work. Crescent lunge. Come back slowly. Arms to the sky. If you want, you can extend your legs. Then hands come down. All right, this time we're gonna add something here. So before we go into our lizard lunge, walk your hands to the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet and straighten out your legs. So wide-legged straddle, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. And then either exhale into your fold, or if there's any way you wanna play or explore, please feel free. You can hang out, just breathe or move around. See what's there, see what you can notice, see how you can adjust to be more efficient in your own body. Even these poses we've been in so many times, guarantee there's something you can find. Some new way you can work it. Last couple of rounds. Nice job, my friends. With your next inhalation, halfway lift, but fingertips or hands on the ground. So bend your knees as much as you need, and then crawl your hands to the top of your mat, coming into your low lunge. Keep your hands inside your left foot. Walk your left foot out nice and wide. Now, see if you can keep your hips lifted. Lower your heart down. Some of you were taking different variations last time, so feel free to take a different variation on this side as well if it works better for your body. Feel free to explore if your body feels like exploring. And sometimes one side feels completely different than the other side, and it might not want exactly the same thing. So tune in right now and feel your pose. Breathe into it. Respond to what your body is telling you. Or at least get curious about what your body is telling you. Soften through your face, soften through your jaw and your forehead. About 3 more. Really good, everyone. Next time you breathe in, fill up as big as you can and hold. Take an extra sip. And then big sigh. Come back up to your hands if you're not already there. Plant them firmly. Lift your back knee if it's down. And then work your left foot back. You're in a plank position. Plank position. From your strong, high plank position, one arm at a time, come down to your forearms, forearm plank. Good. So forearms parallel, palms face down, fingers spread wide. Press especially into thumbs and index. Try not to let them lift. Or to modify, you can make a tripod. Elbows should be no wider than your shoulders. And as you push into the ground, draw your belly button in and up. Feel your strong core. Now, using your strong core, walk your toes in and lift your hips up. So imagine an invisible rope attached to your belly button, pulling up towards the sky. Try not to let your elbows get wider than your shoulders. And if you're pushing down with the belly of your forearms, your head should not be touching the ground. Stay as you are, or you can reach your left leg back and up. You're welcome to even take little hops toward forearm stand if you want to. You've got about 2 or 3 more deep breaths, holding in your dolphin. Hug in with your upper arms. Press down through the belly of your forearms. Good work. One last inhale. Maybe a big open mouth sigh. Left foot down, knees down. And this time you choose, if you like screaming toe pose, felt beneficial, go for it, take it again. Otherwise, maybe just hero's pose, regular kneeling position, or child's pose, or embryo pose. So anywhere you'd like to go, about 5 to 7 breaths, just feeling, noticing, reconnecting to your body. And in your next couple rounds, see you in downward facing dog. Big inhale, push the ground away. And exhale, look to the top of your mat, step or float forward, fold. Once you've arrived, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Rise, take it all the way up. Inhale, your arms extend. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, friends, we're gonna play with balance. So right foot is your base. Bend your left knee, left heel towards your butt, and then reach your left hand back, grab your foot. Once you've got your foot, right arm up, and then everything hugs in. So try to make a strong straight line with your body, up and down as best you can, hugging towards midline. This is where you can stay, or transition so that your left hand is on the big toe edge of your back foot and your left shoulder is rolling back and down. Now from this place, little bend in your standing leg is helpful. Start to hinge at your hips. As you hinge forward, kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. See if you can lift your heart up like you're doing cobra. Hug in with your inner thighs. Keep your hips as square as best you can. Yes, so nice. Last couple of rounds in your dancer pose. Wherever you're at, wherever you're working, meet yourself right there. This is going to be a funky and fun transition. Just be playful. See if you can find your way into a warrior 3 position. So slowly release through your left leg. Reach both arms forward and left leg back. Find that long, powerful line from front to back. Take one last round wherever you are at, your warrior 3 variation. And then crescent lunge. Step your left toes to the back of your mat. Reach your arms to the sky. Breathe in. Good job. As you exhale, bring your hands down. All right. Right here, we're going to pivot our back heel down. Cartwheel our arms up. Warrior 2. So opening our hips now. Let your hips open. Let your heart open. Next, inhale. Reverse warrior. Reach up, reach back. Lengthening through your right side. So bend your right knee really deeply. Lift your right rib cage up away from your right hip. Breathe into your right waistline. Yes, one last in-breath. Exhale, warrior 2. Straighten your front leg, setting up for triangle. You might shorten your stance just an inch or so, not much. Imagine there's a rope attached to your back left hip. It's pulling back. At the same time, reach forward like you're being pulled in opposite directions. When you cannot reach anymore, right hand towards the ground, left towards the sky. Right hand could come to a block or your shin. Left arm could reach straight up, or left arm could reach forward, lengthening your left side. Please feel free to stay in your triangle, or if you want in your next couple rounds, balancing half moon. Reach your right hand forward, float your back leg up. If your back leg lifts, press with your back foot like you're stomping it onto an invisible wall. Nice, Paul. 2 more rounds and your personal fullest expression in this moment. If your back leg is lifted, see if you can lift it a little bit higher. And then everybody, warrior 2 is where we'll meet up. Virabhadrasana 2, maybe a soft landing if you were balancing. Good. Once you're in warrior 2, straighten your front leg one more time. Reverse triangle. So reach up, reach back. Long line from right fingertips down to right toes. Inhale into your long right side. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge. Woo. And then 3-legged down dog. Take your right leg back and up. Open your right hip up. Stay here or flip your dog. Right foot comes down behind you. Right arm forward. Breathe down into your belly. Feel your back muscles strong, supporting you as you open through your heart. Last round here. Very nice. Come back, everyone. Regular down dog. Walk it out. If you want to move through a quick vinyasa on your own, go for it. Ujjayi breath. Notice right side versus left side. Right leg versus left leg. Right shoulder, left shoulder. Not judging, but just observing. Curiosity. Take one more inhale into your down dog. Exhale, gaze forward, step or hop, top of your space. Forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, spinal extension. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Press into your feet and rise. Take it all the way up, arms overhead, big stretch. Hands to heart, exhale. Okie doke, here we go, other side. So left foot now is your foundation. Right heel towards your right butt cheek. Reach back, grab your foot. Once you've got your foot, left arm up, and then make the straightest line with your body that you can. So everything hugs in, like you're zipping a zipper up through midline. You can stay here, or right hand transitions to the inside, the big toe edge of your right foot. Your right shoulder rolls back and down. Little bend in your standing leg. It's like your shock absorbers. Start to hinge at your hips. As you hinge forward, kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. Lift through your heart using the mobility in your mid and your upper back. So there's strength in your mid and your upper back as you open your heart. Hug in with your inner thighs. Last couple breaths. And just for funsies, we're transitioning into a warrior three. So if possible, stay balanced on your left leg. Be playful. Release your right leg. Warrior three. Find that strong, powerful line now from front to back. Press with your back foot. One last round in your variation of warrior three. Maybe soft landing. We're coming into a crescent lunge. Step back, reach up. Yes, beautiful. Lift your heart, inhale. Exhale, hands come down. All right, pivot your back heel down now. Warrior two legs, rise as you are ready. Good. So now letting your hips open should feel relatively good. Let your heart and your shoulders open as well. Beautiful poses. Tone your belly. If it feels like you're flaring your ribs forward, navel to spine. Find your transverse abdominis. Next time you breathe in, reverse warrior. Reach up, reach back. Keep that deep bend in your right knee. So good, Diane. Keep tracking bend in your left knee and keep tracking your left knee towards your pinky toe. Pressing into the outer edges of both feet. Nice work. Breathe into your long left side. One last inhale. Exhale back to warrior two, and let's set up for our triangle. So straighten front leg, possibly shorten your stance just the slightest bit. Imagine that rope pulling back. So it's kind of like you stick your right hip out towards the back wall as you reach forward with your left fingertips. Then eventually just tip it over. Your heart stays open, your hips stay open. If you want to reach your right arm forward, you may. So be in your triangle pose at least 2-3 breaths. And then if you'd like, option to move into your balancing half moon. Reach your left hand forward, float your back leg up. Everything stays open, and if your back leg is now lifted, it is strong and powerful. You're stomping it onto an invisible wall. Yes. Nice, Jane. Wherever you have arrived, be there for 2 more breaths, feeling everything there is to feel. Letting yourself shake or wobble and meeting yourself right there. When you are ready, warrior two stance is where we'll meet up. Warrior two. So good. All right, from your warrior two, we'll reverse our triangle. Straighten your front leg, reach up and back. So now long, strong, straight line from left fingertips down to left toes. One more inhale. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge, so bend your front knee. And then from low lunge, 3-legged down dog, left leg back and up, open your left hip. Yes, peel it open. Stay here or flip your dog. Left foot comes down behind. Left arm forward, heart forward. Yes, breathe down into your belly. Good variations, friends. Back muscles are strong in your back bend as you open your front body. Last inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk it out. All right. Everyone from your down dog, inhale, rock forward, high plank or modified plank. And exhale, lower all the way to your belly. One more belly back bend. Start with baby cobra. Use your back strength to lift your heart. Float your hands up, reach your hands back. Float your feet up, reach your toes back, locust pose. Stay here or interlace your fingers, or this time if you want to go for your full floor bow, now is your chance. Bend your knees, grab hold of the tops of your feet or your ankles, and then hug in with your inner thighs As you kick feet into hands, pull hands back into feet. See if you can lift your upper body a little higher. Breathe, back of your neck long, face soft. Hug in with your inner thighs and use gentle leverage. One last round, lift, 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 lift. And let it go. Shimmy your hips or windshield wiper your shins. And as you are ready, my friends, just a child's pose. Find your way back and just rest and ground. Connect. Breathe into your low back. All right, rise up to hands and knees, and then find your way into a seat. We're gonna take a seated hip opener today, so I'll give you a few options, and if you'd rather, you can always just rock back and take it on your back instead. So we'll start with our right leg on top. You can either extend your bottom leg, an outer right ankle on top of left thigh, sit up tall here, or work on a forward fold. Or double pigeon fire log. Make sure your outer ankle is on your inner knee. Lots of times people like to put their foot inside their calf. Totally different thing happening. So get your outer ankle to your inner knee. Get your shins parallel to the front edge of your mat. Some people will look like this with their knee up here. If this is you, this is where you stay nice and tall. If your knee is level with or lower than your hip, you can work with a forward fold, sticking your butt out, reaching your heart forward, and then bowing. And if none of those variations call to you, take your own. And remember, on your back is just fine. Take about 5 to 7 more rounds. Just softening and relaxing around the pose a little more. Each exhalation. Send your breath down into your hips. Notice anywhere you might be tensing up without even realizing it. So a lot of times we do that out there in the world. We tense up, we tighten up without even noticing. So start to notice in here, where do you tighten? Where do you tense up? And just by noticing in here, I bet you start to notice a little more out there as well. Last couple of breaths. Feel free to exhale out your mouth. If you're folded forward, you can either roll up or lead with your heart to come up. And then lean back, uncross your legs, give them a little shaky shake. Before we take the other side, invitation for a reverse tabletop. So feet on the ground with knees bent, about hips width distance apart. Your heels are pretty much straight down from your knees, maybe a little forward of your knees. And then hands behind you. Make sure you have your hands nice and wide, not close together. So you want to give your shoulders space. Fingers face towards your hips. Roll your shoulders back and down. Puff up your heart. If you want to stay here, totally fine. Otherwise, press especially into thumbs and index fingers. Fingers are spread wide. Lift your hips. Hug in with your inner thighs. And if you want to, you can extend back with strength in the sides of your neck, but try not to let your head just collapse and fall back. Otherwise, you can protect your neck by drawing your chin towards your chest. Imagine you're holding an invisible apple or orange in between your chin and your chest. Hug in with your inner thighs, press through thumbs and index, lift, lift, lift. One more in-breath. Good, and then let it go. Move into your hip opener on the other side. So left is now on top. Variations, welcome. Take it on your back if that works best. This side might feel different, so do honor that. Keep flexion through your toes. Keep your ankles strong. We'll be here for about 3 or 4 more breaths. Send your breath down into your hips, last couple rounds. Side out your mouth anytime. As you feel pretty even, start to work your way up and out of your pose. Once again, you can lean back and give your legs a little shaky shake. And then we'll either take one more reverse tabletop, or this time if you want more, you can turn it into a reverse plank. So if you want a reverse plank, just squeeze your legs together like you have a big mermaid tail and you'll point your toes instead. Hands behind you. Make sure your hands are nice and wide. Spread your fingers, press into thumbs and index fingers especially. Shoulders roll back and down. Puff up your heart. Stay here or press into thumbs and index. Press into heels. Lift your hips. If you're in reverse plank, squeeze your legs together like you've got a big mermaid tail. You can let your head go back, but try not to just collapse back. Extend back. Hug in with inner thighs. Everybody lift your hips, shoulders back and down, lift, lift, lift. One more inhale. And nice, Abby, let it go. Lower all the way down to your back. For a moment, just hug your knees in, take a little rock from side to side. Keep your right knee hugging in, extend your left leg forward and just set it on the ground. And then extend your right leg straight up towards the sky, hands behind your right thigh. You can bend your knee as much as you need to get your hands behind your thigh and not pull on your low back. Press up through your right heel as best you can. So you can stay here and get this nice hamstring stretch. If you stay here, focus on kind of rooting down through the back of your right hip. So your right hip, push it down into the ground. If you want to add some core, invitation to lift your upper body and crawl your hands further up your leg. So lift up, draw your belly button down. Now lift your left leg about 6 to 12 inches away from the ground, so it's just hovering. If you're taking this core variation, draw low belly down, hands as high as you can get them on your leg. Try to soften your face, hold and breathe, last couple breaths, wherever you are at. Yes, good, amazing. End of your next exhale. Those of you who are lifted, relax down. Everybody bend your right knee. Work into a supine spinal twist. So right arm out to the right, scoot your hips to the right, roll onto your left side. Please feel free to adjust your hips as needed so that you can breathe big, spacious breaths down to your belly. It shouldn't feel like your breath gets stuck anywhere. Gaze up or over your left shoulder. End of your next exhale, my friends. Come back to center. Keep your left leg extended long. Scoot your hips so that they're back in line with your shoulders, straight down from your shoulders. Hug your right knee in and up towards your right armpit. So hands around the front of your shin. Give it a big squeeze. Take a big Buddha belly breath as you squeeze in, up, and out. And then half happy baby with your right leg. So grab hold of your foot. Press up through your heel. Pull down through your arm. Imagine a heavy sandbag on top of your left thigh. Neutral spine is what we're going for. One last deep breath. And then release your right leg. Take it out next to your left leg. Full body stretch. Arms long, legs long, and then reach actively through fingers and toes. As you do so, notice if your back ribs lift. Press your back ribs down. So find a more neutral spine as you reach. Take one more inhale. Exhale, hug your left knee up towards your belly. Right leg stays extended. And then hands behind your left thigh, left leg to the sky. So working your hamstring stretch first. Press through your heel, flex your toes, and try to root down through the back of your left hip. So you're pressing your left hip down into the ground. You can stay here working this hamstring stretch, or add your core, lift your upper body, lift your right leg, walk your hands up your left leg, get as high as you can on your leg. Draw low belly down, draw navel to spine. Yes, 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 yes. Keep breathing. Right leg is hovering. Head, neck, shoulders lift, maybe even your shoulder blades lift. Last round here. And then if you are working your core, let it all go. So right leg relaxes down, bend your left knee. Supine spinal twist, left arm out. Scoot your hips over to the left edge of your mat a little bit as you roll onto your right side. And then breathe. Big, spacious inhales. All the way to empty with your exhale. And you feel even with your twists. Just ease your way back. Kind of adjust hips as needed so they're straight down from your shoulders. Hug your left knee up towards your left armpit. Hands around the front of your shin. Squeeze in, up, out. Take a couple big Buddha belly breaths. Half happy baby with your left leg. And after a couple rounds in your half happy baby, if you want to, full happy baby awaits you. You can just kind of rock it out. Maybe extend one leg, both legs. And from your happy baby, my friends, if there are any other poses, any more stretches, any more movements that your body is still craving, take a few rounds of breath to finish off your practice anywhere else your body wants to go. And eventually start your transition into your final relaxation. As you move into your final relaxation, you can let your breath become completely effortless. You can let your body take back over and just breathe you. I have a little rating for you as you settle in. I don't think we talk enough about the in-betweens. The part when you know you want to change something, but don't yet know how. You don't yet feel strong enough. Don't yet know what your first step is. So to the people in the in-betweens, please don't give up. Don't be disheartened. You have done the hard part. Now just take it one small step at a time. I find that there are many in-betweens in life, bigger and smaller. And sometimes it feels like we have no ground under our feet when we're in a transition. For me, the most helpful thing I found is just meeting myself right now in the present moment. What do I need right now in this moment? One small step at a time. So I'm not trying to figure out the rest of our lives all at once. Just being present, meeting yourself right here, feeling it all, being a wide open space for life to move through. These last few moments as you rest in your Shavasana, to meet yourself right where you're at. Not trying to figure anything out, not trying to fix or change or control anything at all. Just melting into this present moment. Feel whatever there is to feel. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. And start to wiggle gently through fingers and toes. Start to bring small movements back into your body. Eventually roll to either side, fetal position. Just give yourself a moment, letting things really settle and soak in as you rest on your side body. Use your arms to guide yourself up into seated meditation to close our practice. Gather your hands to your heart. We'll seal this practice with one group Om. So please join me. Don't worry how you sound. If you'd rather just listen, that's fine too. So start by exhaling, empty out, clear your throat if you need, then breathe in your voice. Thank you so much for being here, letting me guide you. Namaste. Okie dokie artichokes. Thank you very much. If you have questions, please feel free to ask. Have a great rest of your Thursday. Oh, thanks, John. Good job, Zoomies. Ren, who are you? Glad you're here, wherever you are.